How you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
Welcome to Ace and Rich Live. We started a little bit later, but that's okay.
It's all right.
So we got a lot to get into today. We're here for one reason and one reason only. We're here to serve you. And the reason why we're here is to help you get unstuck in your business. What I want to see, guys, is some participation. I want you guys to really put yourselves out there and start finding out why are you stuck in your business. And if you don't know, ask the questions that we can help you to serve you to get you moving, forward in your business. Guys, we've been doing this for, quite a few years, and we've changed a lot of people's lives on the internet. And you could be next when when we're here to serve you, help you build your business, right? So let me head over here to the comment section. You got the comments already open?
I got the comments. I'm trying to just get to everybody and let them know that we're live on this window, not the old window that we were on before.
Yeah, we had some problems there. So.
Yeah, definitely.
And let's see, where is my notes here? All right.
So what we're going to do today is we are going to touch on some specific problems that many affiliate marketers are having right now, already at the start of 2025.
Yeah.
And they've actually sent our questions right here on the phone. Hold on a second. Let me get that. Okay. So we got a lot of questions. So are you guys stuck on anything particular that are similar to these questions that we're getting right now? We have questions here from people all over that are asking us literally what they need to do for the next step when it comes to building the business online, because there's a lot of confusion going on about different things that are happening with this is the right way, let's use AI this way, or let's try to build the business the old-fashioned way. It's like a lot of confusion, right? So what we want to do is we're going to tackle Alex's question first, since he was the one that submitted it yesterday. We're going to answer it today because Alex is in Romania. So we want to make sure that we answer Alex's questions so he can watch on the replay. That's why it's important that you do catch the replays, because we do put them up there so that way you can watch them, and then we can answer even more questions, right? More things that people are dealing with. So let's start with Alex's question right here first.
Okay, Alex is asking, how much money do you need to start affiliate marketing and see real results?
Okay, well, Alex, that's a very, very good question. It's a reasonable question because people want to know how much do they need to budget when it comes to starting some type of affiliate marketing business. Granted that you're doing affiliate marketing, from our conversations we've had in the past, I would say, Alex, you want to do something in the digital marketing education space. So you want to get involved with something that's, already done for you, well put together. You don't want to have to do too much except just share your affiliate link, right? Something like that really doesn't cost a lot of money at all. You may have to budget for traffic. Definitely want to budget for traffic.
Yep.
Budget for getting started for your membership. You want to have the funds for the membership. And you want to budget also for coaching. That's very, very important.
It is. And, if you're really, strapped for cash, right?
Yeah.
You don't have any money and you're thinking about, how can I start this on a budget or almost for free, right? Nothing is free. You have to invest in a little bit in something, right? But let's be reasonable here. So if I don't have enough money to continue running my business, as far as, I don't have money for advertising, I don't have money, for, extra softwares and things like that, what I would do is I would open up a YouTube channel and start creating video content. That's what I would do. That would be the first thing I would focus on. Why? Because I would want you to focus on start building an audience. Now, the downfall is it might take a little bit longer, but it's more sustainable because you're building a brand and you're actually connecting with a live audience, which is really, really cool. So you can do this on Facebook as well, like we've done on Facebook. We're doing it right now. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's many other avenues you can go towards with free marketing. Okay, so if money is an issue, because that kind of question really makes me think that money is an issue. Okay, if money is an issue, I would think about what other types of free marketing that you can do for your business. They always say if you don't have money, you need to put more time. If you have money, you can use less time because you can leverage that money and leverage your business.
I just want to touch on the membership, because see, memberships shouldn't cost that much when you're first getting started. Some of them will start at $1 trial just to get your foot in the door, and then you can take a preview and a walk through the system and see if it's something you want to dive into. So if you are checking out a couple of systems, or maybe you need our help to guide you in the right direction, you can always book an appointment with us, and we can take a look at the different offers that you've been evaluating and then help you make the right educated decision which offer would be a fit that matches your goals. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And head on over to meetaceandrich.com, book your appointment, and we'll help you get to the next step.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So next question is from Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. How you doing?
Jennifer's from Tennessee. Jennifer says, how to survive algorithm changes. What do I do with my affiliate marketing business?
Oh, you get frustrated with algorithm changes.
You know what? Let me tell you a story real quick, Jennifer. The thing is, when I first got started with using social media, I got bombarded with too much advice about what to do with the algorithm. When to post, when is the best time to post, what types of posts that I need to do, and I was following this method from like Social Media Magazine. I was going online on HubSpot. I was going to all these different resources and websites that were just mixing messages all over the place. And this is what happens to us, this is what paralyzes us in the first place, is that we get too much information, we don't know where to start, and we freeze. Here's what I did. I created my own damn algorithm. Listen to me, okay? First of all, I made sure that I woke up at the same time every day, and I made sure that I had my posts going out the same time every morning. So my sweet spot was 11 o'clock in the morning, okay? Now, I'm in Puerto Rico, so if it's 11 o'clock in Puerto Rico, it's 10 o'clock over there in the United States. And so what I was doing was I was posting in the morning.
East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast, right? So I don't know where Tennessee is different.
Yeah, it could be.
The point is, if you're going to do something and you want to create your own algorithm, stay consistent, and you want to be able to keep that consistency and test it for about 90 days. And see if within 90 days, if you're getting high engagement versus low engagement. I know a lot of people I've coached, I've told them to do this very thing, and they'll do it, but they're not staying consistent. That's the problem. They know what to do, but they want to derail and get the shortcut and try to do algorithm studies and try to be an expert at knowing how the algorithm. Listen, the algorithm is always changing. You can't keep up with it. Okay, look what's happening right now. We just had technical issues with Facebook because they made API changes.
Yeah,
so things are changing all the time.
That's what I want to get into.
Go ahead.
I feel you because, when we get used to something working a certain way for a while, and then there's an algorithm change, it can be frustrating because you have to adapt, you have to change and things like that. Now, one of my mentors told me a long time ago, and he said, the internet is always going to shift, and it's always going to change, and it's never going to stop. You have to adapt to those changes if you want to stay relevant in the game of affiliate marketing, online marketing, right?
True.
So make sure that you understand that this is just a part of the game, right, of being an online entrepreneur.
Yes.
Because YouTube, they're going to change their algorithms all the time. You have Facebook, they're going to change their algorithms all the time. Not too long ago, they changed the live algorithm that no more third-party softwares. You have to do it through their system, right? I think it's a big mistake on their part because they're missing out on opportunities for more people to go live on their platforms, okay? But I digress. That's my opinion. So when I think about algorithm changes, it could be good or it could be bad, right? There are some algorithm changes that are good, I do believe, and it has benefited us. But there's been algorithm changes that are not so good that has not benefited us.
Yes.
Right? So we have to really roll with the punches, whether it's good or bad. We just have to adjust, okay?
Yes.
And because it's just the way things work is there's more and more users coming to the platforms, right? Over the years, you have more and more users. I remember when I first got started on Facebook, for example, that was back in 2008. And let me tell you, the algorithm was wide open, right? Everybody could see everybody's posts. Everybody could see everything. It really didn't matter. But over the years, more and more users got to know Facebook, got to know what Facebook's all about, started learning how to use it. And then from there, algorithms had to be added so it could be adjusted. So everybody, could use the platform the way it's intended, the way it's supposed to be. But sometimes the choices they make are not so good, and it will affect your marketing. And I like what A said a little while ago. She said, learn to make your own algorithm. Now, what does that mean? That just means that if you show up consistently every day and you start building your own audience, where that's what matters, okay? Then you start building that relationship, then you could start converting more leads into sales. That's what she really means about building her own algorithm. And you can do the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok, it doesn't matter what platform it is, right?
Yeah,
just show up every day and focus on building your audience and, learn to engage, get really good at engaging with your audience as well. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. Let's see if any other questions coming in. Candace Tran joined us on the live.
Hey,
She said,
Candace.
"Found you." Yes. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Richard Osborne says, "Yeah, I'm one of them. That's not consistent." Well, there you go. It's one part of the puzzle that has been solved. You admit it. You have a problem.
Oh, Richard, let me tap into that a little bit, Richard,
Yeah.
because the reason why people are not consistent 9 times out of 10, it's more of an emotional factor, psychological factor. It's funny. I was talking to Angel about this earlier today.
That's our son.
How the mind works.
Yeah.
And what happens is, whenever we do something, whether it's good or bad, all those things are connected to your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So Richard, pay attention. This can really truly help you out. We tend to do things by what we think about in our thoughts, and every thought that we think about has an emotion attached to it, right? It could be a good emotion or a bad emotion. So you could feel bad about something because, like, oh, I'm not consistent. Well, that makes you feel guilty. That makes you feel bad, right? That's connected to an emotional thought. But here's the thing. If you let that go on too long, it becomes an addiction. And what happens is the reason why you're not consistent is because you accept that reality of the inconsistency because of that addiction. Does that make sense? Right? I know it's a little bit deep, but trust me, it makes sense. Everything that you think about connects to an emotion. So that emotion that you're connected to will prevent you from moving forward if you're addicted. And being addicted is not a good thing to certain emotions that don't serve you well. Now, if you have great emotions that serve you well, there's nothing wrong with that addiction, right? But if they don't serve you well, that's not a good addiction to be connected to. So,
I agree with it.
yeah.
Great job. Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Yeah.
We're playing a game show here or something?
Good answer. Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next question is from Ryan. Says, is affiliate marketing rich still profitable for beginners getting started in 2025?
Absolutely. It's just, again, like what you said earlier about making your own algorithms. Things will change over time. And also, strategies change too. I want you to think about that. Like Ace, she took on a really big project like a couple years back. AI was just getting out there and stuff like that and really coming to the forefront. And she decided to really commit to learning artificial intelligence, right? So there was no artificial intelligence when we first got started in marketing back in 2008. There just wasn't. So with this new way of doing things, she made a commitment to learn how it works, how to understand how to benefit our business, right? Because it can really benefit your business if you really know and understand it. And again, what I was saying earlier about the changes that happen, these are one of the major changes that has come up in the industry that really is changing the industry in a big way. And it's helping people be more profitable because let's say that, by that question, is it still profitable, right? Is affiliate marketing still profitable? It's always going to be profitable, but it's going to be profitable by the strategies that you apply in your business, right? It's not going to be profitable just by asking a simple question, well, is it going to be profitable? No, it's going to be profitable by the strategies that you implement. Everything that works and makes money is behind a formula, which is the same thing as strategy. You must understand the formula that you are putting out there, right? So if you understand what the formula that works for you, you need to focus on that. And if you don't know what works for you, you have to find out what strategy you want to focus on first, okay? And when you learn these strategies, you can learn some really cool formulas on how to make things work better for you. So you can start making money with affiliate marketing. You see, when people ask me this question, it's kind of like, well, is affiliate marketing, still profitable? I mean, when I hear that question, this is how I answer it from my perspective. I make affiliate marketing profitable. I don't rely on trends or what people think. Okay? I make it profitable.
That's right.
Because I'm the one that's in control. Now, I'm not in control of the changes that happen as far as technology. I'm not in control of what happens with algorithms, but I am in control of what I do with my business.
That's fire right there.
Okay? So I can do passive marketing or active marketing or both. What do you think is going to work out the best? Active or passive or both? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to answer that. Both. Both. I mean, why would you rely on one tactic when you could actually focus on both tactics, right? That will produce more of a result for you because now you're taking the action that you need to take so you can create the profits that you want to create, okay? See, when a question's asked like that, you got to take the bull by the horn and say, you know what? I can make it profitable. All I have to do is understand what strategy and formula I want to focus on and just do it and fail forward as fast as possible, right? And then you know what works, and then you'll know what doesn't work, and when you know that, then you know how to make money on the internet.
Follow up on that actual answer, what you said. Richard Osborne has come back and says, Rich, I got to learn what to say to get some clients, which I'm learning from your inner circle. But I wonder what I got to do to stay consistent.
You have to really work on, and this goes back to that cliche thing, mindset, right? You have to work on your mindset. And you're not reactively, but proactively. Normally, a lot of people, what they do is when they finally figure out like, oh, I got to work on my mindset, that's more of a reactive state. Don't wait for something bad to happen or something not to happen that you want to happen. Just do it now. But be proactive at it and work on your mindset, right? Like I told you earlier about emotions and thoughts. Well, how would I know that? Because I've worked and I study this stuff because I want to know why we do what we do. Why do we have bad habits? Why do we have good habits? And the people that have good habits, why do they have good habits, right? I dove into that because I'm fascinated by that. And I want to learn about that, right? So I could recognize it. I can recognize it in people, right? And if I can recognize it in people, I can help people grow. I can give them an awareness to help them be better day by day, right? That's a great thing about the coaching, right? We can help people expand and be aware of things that they're not aware of through our experience of what we've done over the years, okay?
Yeah.
So
hopefully that helps you.
Yeah, just be more proactive and work on your mindset and find out why the mind does what it does.
Yeah.
And we know it's about addictions.
Definitely.
And we're not talking about drugs or alcohol addictions.
No.
We're talking about addictions.
I have to touch on that. I had trouble in the past being consistent. And I can tell you what helped me was the fact that I spent a lot of time, reprogramming my poor mentality. I had this broke welfare mentality where I wanted people to do things for me, and it never got me anywhere. Then I had to learn, I had to take the bull by the horns, and I said, you know what, nobody's going to come and save you. You're going to have to save yourself. And if you are in debt, or if you're in a situation or a challenge in your life that, you want to get out of, well, you know what you did to get yourself in it, so now you got to figure out how to get yourself out of it.
Absolutely.
It's like my dad used to say, God rest his soul, my dad used to say, here's the shovel, and there's the hole. What are you doing in the hole? Well, use the same damn shovel that you use to put yourself in the hole to dig yourself back out, right? So that's what my dad used to say with me in his wisdom, and it's true. So now what you have to do to stay consistent, okay, all jokes aside, is you really got to reprogram your brain, and you got to treat your business like a six-figure business, even though you're not there yet. I'm putting this out here and giving you this sound advice, and I'm telling you as a seven-figure earner who's been in this industry for a long time, and I've been doing this for a long time with Rich together, and this is what works, okay? Treating your online business like a six-figure business, even if you haven't made your six figures yet. to create that habit, that discipline, is going to excel you and help you even further when it comes to doing your daily tasks. You keep moving my chair.
I have to because you're bumping the table.
I'm bumping the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bumping the table. Okay. All right. So by you doing this, just like you treat your job, your JOB, your just over broke journey that you are on, which is basically working for your boss.
Yeah.
You are there every day. Your boss is on the phone. Here, let me use my phone real quick. If your boss calls you and says, hey, Richard, where you at? Somebody called out. I need you to come in to fill in. You know how you feel when you get that call. All y'all know about that, right? We know what it's like, okay? Well,
Yeah,
guess
we
what?
remember,
You
yeah.
need to hold yourself accountable similarly the same, except who's the boss? You are. So you need to call yourself in whether you want to work it or not. Because at this point, it's a lifestyle business, not a job. So
Yeah.
you got to create this new lifestyle like your life depends on it, and it does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I could say better myself.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right now.
Yeah.
Maria, I just sent Maria's question. Hold on a second. All right. Michelle has a question. All right, so Maria, and then we'll do Michelle. Okay, I'll get back to you, Michelle. Maria. Maria says, Ace, what are the hidden costs in affiliate marketing businesses? I just got started with my affiliate marketing program, and I paid for my membership, but now they're telling me there might be hidden costs. What does that mean? Okay, hidden costs really means this. Do you know that after you pay for your membership, that doesn't cover your tools that you need, like your softwares that have to run the business, okay? I'm gonna have Rich help me out with this a little bit here, but I'm gonna open it up. Let's start with your name. Did you know you have to have a domain name, okay, and a domain name email address in order to have better effective deliverability with your autoresponder, okay?
And if you're watching and you're brand new and you're trying to figure what this stuff out,
Yeah.
If you're trying to figure this out, it's not as hard as it sounds.
That's a
very
hidden
simple.
cost because
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with the company unless the company provides an additional service that says, oh, we have our own hosting. And you could buy it through us so you can use our funnel builder, for example, right? But if you're using like a blog that you self-host yourself, that's a hidden cost because you want the blog, you want a website.
Right.
So you have to pay for all those additional expenses
Yeah, you have to pay
to
for
run the whole
hosting.
thing online.
Yeah, you have to pay for hosting.
Hosting,
Yeah.
right? And then you also have things that you need to use for SEO. You got to pay for software. Software is going to be utilized for you as tools. So your marketing so-called war chest
depending
has
on-
all these
right.
little tools.
Depending on the strategy that you're choosing.
Thank you.
Goes back to that again.
Yep.
So let's keep it simple. You're brand new. You're getting started in affiliate marketing. You're saying, okay, what are these hidden expenses that I don't know about?
Yeah.
Number one thing that you really need to understand is you need to generate leads in your business. Okay, let's keep it simple.
Yes.
And to
yes.
generate leads in your business, you got to ask yourself, where am I going to house these leads? You just can't get leads and not know where to put them, right?
Exactly.
So this is where a autoresponder, comes into play. When we have an autoresponder, it sounds like a fancy word. All that is a place where you house your leads and you communicate with. That's it. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because we're always building relationships constantly with leads. That never stops. Okay. It's like brushing your teeth. Every day you're communicating. That's what it's all about. Okay. Because people are in their world, you are in your world, and you got to bridge the gap and come together. And that's the whole process of building that relationship, creating that engagement with those leads. Very, very important. Okay.
Yeah. So hosting, autoresponder, these are tools that you need to buy. And anything extra is extra.
Yeah.
That's your hidden cost.
I would start off with the autorespond just to keep it simple.
Yeah.
That's really the most important. And like you said, you were right. You need a domain name.
Yes.
It costs you about, between 12 and 16 bucks a year, right? Not bad, pretty cheap.
Right.
And then from there, I recommend no website for you yet if you're first getting started,
No.
right? Don't even worry about a blog. Don't
No,
worry about SEO.
Not yet.
Worry about the basic fundamentals in your business. All right? If I can go back in time and tell myself something when I was struggling, I would say stick with the basics. Build your audience, learn to engage with them, communicate, all right? And then learn how to sell, right? Those three things I would really focus on. And I'm telling you, if I would have known that a lot earlier, it wouldn't have took me this long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just to let you know, if you focus on the basic principles, it'll really help you out. You don't really need that much for your business. You just need the basic essentials
Right.
To run your business.
She says, "Oh, right, yeah. Thank you, Ace and Rich.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Maria.
You're welcome.
So Michelle has a question here. She's watching. She says,
Hey,
"Can you?"
Michelle.
Can
Hey,
you?
welcome back.
I didn't even know you were going to do that. You're like I was reading, and then you're like,
Hold on.
Hold on.
That's for saying welcome back.
Okay, Michelle is here. Okay, Michelle, your question is, can you give examples of what is active marketing and passive marketing? Well, since you brought it up,
Okay.
I'm gonna pass it to him.
All right, Michelle. Active marketing and passive marketing. Let's start off with the passive marketing. Passive marketing is more of really more reactive, right? So we're reacting to what's going on. So in other words, you generate a lead, right? So we're reacting by what? We're following up with someone by writing an email and, sending the message out and communicating. And it's more of a passive style of marketing, right? We're like casting out a line and we're fishing, okay? So we might have like a worm one day, we might have another, type of bait another day, right? If you've ever been fishing before. And we're always waiting for that response, right? You create video content. You're waiting for a response, right? You're attracting an audience. You're attracting people to you by what you're doing, all right? That's more of a passive type of marketing, right? So you're reacting to things going on. So if you run a solo ad, you're getting leads, you're following up, you're creating video content, you're communicating with people, and then someone goes, hey, I raised my hand, I'm interested. I'm going to click on a link, I'm going to make a purchase, right? That's passive marketing. Active marketing takes more of a proactive approach. It means like you are purposely, you're building your audience, but you are going out there and you're starting conversations on a daily basis.
On social media.
On social media.
Yes.
Yeah. So in other words, if somebody comments on your video, you should be commenting back immediately. But an active approach, with active marketing, you're starting everything. Like you're going out there and you're saying, hey, what's up? What's going on? Like you're starting the conversation. That's more of active marketing. You're not waiting for somebody to say something to you. You're not waiting for someone to click on a link. You're not waiting for them to buy something. You're creating buyers by your experience on how to communicate with people proactively.
Right, and you're having dialogue conversations in their, messengers or DMs is what they call it.
Yeah.
And you can actually have relationship building conversation where you're building some kind of rapport or a pre-qualification type interview where you're finding out if that person, is searching for what, you sell. Yeah. Pretty much online.
So pretty much you're actively communicating. You're actively connecting.
Yeah.
Right? And this is something that we use in our business in our pie chart. So I'm talking about our pie chart in our business. And you can see we have part of the pie chart for active marketing. We have passive marketing, right? There's paid marketing. So there's different things in the pie chart in the business, okay? And active marketing is one of them. We actively communicate with people almost every day, right? Every day. Right? She breaks the ice. We make appointments. We communicate. Build relationships.
As long as they behave.
As long as they behave.
As long as they behave. Because sometimes you'll have conversations and they'll just come from left field, right? And then they'll just pitch you their offer. And I'm like, dude, we were having a great conversation here and you're already pitching me. I could care less about what you sell. I want to know if you actually need my help to sell what you're selling. That's what I'm looking for.
And here's how I feel about active marketing.
Yeah.
There's not as much competition. I'm going to tell you why. Because people are afraid to be the first to reach out, be the first to connect and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So there's less competition. So most people won't do that because they're afraid to talk to people. It's a psychological thing, right? We're not. We can talk to anybody. It really doesn't matter because we've been doing this for so many years. Now, was the first year uncomfortable for us? You betcha.
Of course.
It was very uncomfortable. We were forced into becoming closers. because we were bringing so many people in that we had to learn how to close our own sales versus people closing our sales for us. They couldn't keep up with the volume. So we've learned to be more proactive and communicate with people and open up conversations and dialogues and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now, does everyone that we talk to become a sale? No. I don't know. Do some people become sales? Yeah. But the majority don't. But they are relationships that we are, still in communication. We still build. We still communicate. We still,
Yes.
find out what they're up to, right?
Yeah.
As you always say, the fortune is in the follow-up.
Sure is.
You got to keep following up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a complete different strategy, right? Which is the active marketing side.
Right.
It is very beneficial for any business if you're not, if you don't have any fear, right? Again, most people have fear to do this type of marketing. If you can get over that, that will help you develop other skill sets in your business that will just take your business to another level.
That's active and passive marketing
Yeah.
with Rich Guzman.
Because everything you do on the internet, I mean, you're waiting for an action to happen.
Yes.
But why just rely on that when you can do that and also you take that action first?
Yes.
Instead of waiting for that action.
Okay, Michelle?
Make sense?
Did that answer your question? Hopefully it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is coming from Kevin. Kevin says, Rich, how do I choose a profitable affiliate marketing niche without the competition? You talked about competition.
Good luck with that. But here's the thing about competition. If you have no competition, you don't really have a really good competitive market. You want to have a competitive market. That means there's money to be made. If you stumble upon a niche with no competition, in today's marketplace, it's going to be very difficult for you to find something with no competition.
I love that. Love that answer.
Now,
That's awesome.
if you do like a sub niche that maybe nobody's really thought about, that possibly could be popular in the future, that is like so rare, right? I mean,
Yes.
I think it's all taken up really, unless something new comes along in the future. You have to really think about that. I want my niche to be very busy. I want my niche to have a lot of competition. Because think about this: you're in affiliate marketing. There's a lot of competition around whatever type of niche you choose in affiliate marketing, or sub niche, I should say. And all of a sudden, you have all this stuff going on, right? What happens to the people who are your competition that they become a struggle, but you don't because you invested more in yourself, coaching, getting better, improving? What makes you say that your competitors are not going to start coming to you for help? It's happened to us quite a bit over the years.
Sure has.
Right? Because we never quit. We kept investing in ourselves. We kept growing, learning, becoming better. Through the experience of actually doing it, not just studying, right? That can change the game. That's why it's so important to have competition in your niche.
Yeah.
Never,
That's an excellent question.
No, it's a great question.
Yeah, it's an excellent
Because a lot of people really
question.
wonder, like, well, I mean, this competition, is it going to get
So what?
saturated?
It has to be.
Let there be even more competition.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Because the majority of people, it's just proven.
Yes.
It's unfortunate, but it's just proven.
Yes.
It's a 80-20 principle. Right? Let's talk about that for a second. 80-20 principle. 20% of people will take their business seriously. They will invest in themselves. They will actually go out there and work their butts off, take action, and get a result, and just make it happen, and then multiply those efforts. 80% will struggle. So the more we have more competition, the better, because I know that 80% is still struggling. And if I know 80% is still struggling, holy crap, I got a huge market. See, that's my mindset. That's how I think, right? Versus wondering about if it's profitable.
Right.
Right. So if you have a busy niche and you have a lot of competition, it's very, very profitable.
There you go. Awesome. Michelle says, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Michelle.
You're welcome. Richard says, I got a few domain names.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. I've actually downsized. I used to have quite a bit, actually. I used to have like over 20, 30 domains. Seriously.
Yeah.
I downsized to a few now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the most important is to have your own name as your domain. You better own that.
I have
That's
two
your
of
prime
them.
real estate.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I lost one of them.
Yeah.
I kept my Rich Guzman.
That's why I said that.
Richard Guzman, somebody grabbed.
I know.
I ended up.
It's a great name.
Yeah, my domain name, Rich Guzman, is worth over $1,000. Yeah, domains. If you get the right domains, it's like real estate.
It is. It's internet real estate. Yeah, definitely. Jason Hopkins. Hey.
What's up,
good to
Jason?
see you. All right. Says most of the competition that are successful don't know shit about marketing. Just because they are making a lot of money doesn't mean that they're doing the right thing.
Exactly. That's a very good point. Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, Jason. By the way, welcome to the new autoresponder, baby. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna help you out with that.
We'll take care of your setup, man. Yep. All right.
So, man, we got a lot of questions to get to, guys.
Yeah.
So, you guys, any questions? Come on, guys.
Where's the fire emojis?
Put it
this is
in
good
the,
stuff. You guys enjoying this?
Put it in
learning
the
from
chat.
learning from the answers, because you can learn a lot.
Not only that, but I want to say that it was definitely worth the wait, right? So I know we had a problem in the very beginning, but
that's okay.
It's all resolved.
Richard also says that makes sense. I got to call myself in and do what I got to do, even though I think it won't work. I got to change my mindset to it. Will work no matter what I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. You have to find out. See, Richard, you have to find out what works for you. What strategy works the best for you?
Yes.
Right? So many strategies out there. Choose the one that you think that makes sense to you, and then go all the way with it.
Yeah, because I know how hard it is, to have a full-time job or a part-time job, and you have this normal routine that you're used to because, well, basically your boss and their employer, they have you, by the cojones, what am I going to say?
Yeah,
they have you. They own you, right? Because what happens, you don't go to work. You don't get that weekly paycheck or that bi-weekly paycheck, okay? So the type of jobs that are out there in the marketplace right now in the job workforce, okay, is hourly. And they don't pay much anyway. Even if they were to raise the wage rate, it's still not enough to keep up with inflation and everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
So what do? You have to become an entrepreneur, for God's sakes, because at that point, now you have to learn how to create your own economy. Am I right?
With inflation and the prices, have gone up on a lot of things that we're used to buying. And I don't mean just food, I mean other things as well, is that, you have to change that mindset and go, you know what, I need to think about not just my job, but what could I do? People like to call it side hustle, and that's cool. A side hustle. Think about a side hustle. Like what do you want to do? What do you have to, hustle on the side to make some extra money? Because nowadays, a lot of people, they only can afford just to pay their bills, to eat. And that's pretty much it. Make that extra money to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
You know? Take your significant other out.
Yes.
Take your family out. Surprise them one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just by having that little extra money.
Let me just add to this. Like when you talk about having fun with the family, we go through the town square in Puerto Rico where we live. And over here in the area, there's like boats in the water, and there's a beach and everything. But we see families all the time.
It's beautiful. It's awesome.
Over here, holding hands, walking the dog, and having, pinchos, which is basically chicken on a stick. They eat that, or they're eating, clams right on the spot at the beach.
Yeah, the carts.
And they're taking pictures by the nice sights and everything. They're having a good time. But just remember, we are apparently in inflation and people are struggling to pay for a dozen eggs. But meanwhile, you see a bunch of families over here having a good time, spending money, right, dropping dime. Well, what do you think that is from? It's because they actually know how to create additional money.
Yeah, they hustle.
They hustle.
Over here?
And that's why we're here. And we've had many conversations with a lot of entrepreneurs over here in Puerto Rico. So just letting you know to do that, to create your own income so that way, the bills are paid too, but then you can have some fun money.
It's inspiring.
Fun money, Rich.
Yeah, fun money.
Fun money.
You When you see this, like, it really does inspire you when you see these people on the island, how they hustle.
They do.
They don't have any excuses, man.
Yeah.
They hustle. They make it happen.
I want to go to Kevin's question because he's listening and he's saying, well, how do you know when you should quit your job going full time in affiliate marketing. Okay, so when should you quit your job? Okay, I'm gonna have two answers on this one. So first of all, I'm gonna give you straight out advice, no bullshit. Do not quit your job right now if you have no results whatsoever. Worst thing you can do is quitting your job right now and you're just starting a new business in affiliate marketing.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
The worst thing you can do, because that point right there, you're gonna struggle, you're gonna get stressed, and you're gonna run yourself ragged because you're gonna be broke, pretty much. There's no way, okay, that you can start a business online or affiliate marketing business with no money to fund the business, okay? And I'm gonna have Rich do part 2 on that one.
Okay. Yes and no. There is a way where you can run a business with absolutely zero money, but it's not going to be easy. Okay? You can pick an offer for free. You can open up a video channel and hustle your ass off, okay, with content. And hopefully the products that you choose will sell, right? However, from our experience and what we've done over the years with our success, we worked and built a business at the same time for quite a while. Ace left her job first.
Yeah.
And then I left my job next, but I stayed an extra year. I could have left a year earlier, right? But I stayed an extra year because I still wanted to create more capital in my job while I was creating capital for the business. But it got to a point that if I wasn't home, I was losing money. And that was the time to cut the cord. Now let's get into what cutting the cord means. It means when you completely leave your job and you jump into entrepreneurship, that's when you cut the cord. Like, when you're born, when they cut the umbilical cord, it becomes real.
Yeah.
Right? It's a whole nother life. There's nothing to fall back on. Okay? This is it. This is the reality. You got to learn how to hustle, number 1. 2, how to create your own economy. And, we teach people how to do that and everything. You have to understand that by having that mindset of creating your own economy, all right, you're always going to know how to create capital for yourself. If you don't know this, and you don't understand this yet, and you haven't made money yet, do not leave your job. I've seen too many people try this, they've done it, and they just fall flat on their face, right? Like I said, even myself, I stayed an extra year before I left my job completely. I made sure that, holy crap, I need to leave because now I'm losing money. You understand? That's how long I waited to be sure. Then I cut the cord. And it was a great feeling. It was an amazing feeling. But I did it the right way. And I just want to encourage you guys to do it the right way as well. All right, we're not going to be those type of people that go, oh, yeah, man, quit your job, man, become an affiliate marketer. You'll make a lot of money and get rich.
Not us.
Doesn't work that way.
No.
Right? Does not work that way. You got to think like an entrepreneur. You got to create capital. You create capital with your job. You don't get a paycheck. Change your mindset. Create capital from your job.
Matter
that
of fact,
capital, hold on. Mm-hmm. That capital you invest in your business.
Yes.
And you keep investing while you're building your business and getting more capital from your work.
And
yeah. Because that's what happened to me. Yeah. And what I did was, I told my boss, I said, give me the most hours as possible. Be careful what you wish for. I was working 12, 14-hour days at times. Crazy. And sometimes even more during the holidays. Best Buy, holidays, Black Friday. Ring a bell? Yeah, I had to work, right? And we're talking like 12, 14-hour days, man. It was crazy. But I still do the business when I got home. So it's like, you got to really make that commitment and really, 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 really truly want it. But that job is going to help build leverage for your business because the mindset shifts in your job to create capital. Now you're thinking like an entrepreneur, not an employee.
Yeah, and definitely like when Rich and I have interviews and conversations with, potential prospects, we handle things a little bit differently. We listen, we pay attention, but when the moment comes where we're about to sign them up and they say, well, I'm not working right now, I don't have a job, I have no money, how can I still do this? We don't cut corners. We tell them straight out, go get one.
Yeah, we tell
Go
them.
get a job. You cannot build this business without one, because if you truly want to follow in the footsteps of your sponsor or your leader or whoever brought you into your business or referred you in the first place, they did what they had to do to get to where they are by investing. If you don't have any money to invest, you might as well just forget about it. You have to come back when you're ready, when you're financially equipped and prepared to sign up.
And like I said in the beginning, could you build it for free? You can, but here's the problem. You're going to run into a brick wall.
You will.
Even though you can pick an offer and you can build a YouTube channel, what do you know about marketing? Zero. So you can be making a lot of money when you invest in yourself because you're investing in the right things for you to become better. Right? That's really the key, for you to become better.
It's true. It's true. Plus, when you try to do it for free, what are you going to watch a bunch of YouTube videos forever?
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, it's like you could learn from other videos.
You can.
But that will only get you so far.
It will.
Because marketing is more psychological.
It's true.
Right? You have to understand how marketing works.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you don't have any money to invest to learn marketing, because you're going to have to, invest in some courses, you pick an offer, somebody's buying it, why you're not buying anything?
That's right.
Right? Think about that.
Coaching is very important too.
Yes.
All right, so question from David says, Rich, how do I recover from failed affiliate marketing campaigns I've been running?
Okay, well, you have to figure out why it's failing, right? It's kind of a broad question. Why are you failing? Have you been testing and tracking and looking at everything and figuring out, like, okay, let me give you an example. So if you're saying failing an affiliate marketing campaign, what type of campaign? Is it a video ad? Is it a solo ad? Let's talk about video ad, for example. Video ad has different elements. So if you're running a campaign with a video ad, what keywords are you using? Is your message matching the right market? You could be putting your video in front of the wrong audience. Here you are speaking, and they're like, what is this guy talking about? I don't know I don't get what he's talking about. It makes no sense to me. I can care less about that. And then nothing's happening. But if you understand niche marketing, you understand what niche to focus on, what your audience is all about, you start studying marketing, start studying competitors, look at their market, look at their audience, right? And position a video in front of their audience, study how their videos are being made, model after that, and guess what? You just went down the yellow brick road. You didn't really try to reinvent the wheel. You just follow the path that was walked before you.
See?
And you have to test this. You have to test different ones, different messages, right? There's different elements, different keywords, different placements, many different elements to find out why is it failing. And honestly, it's usually one thing. And when you find out the one thing, everything else falls in place.
I love that. Woo! Yeah. I see a fire emoji from Michelle. All right. Awesome.
What it is.
Loving it.
Solo ads, same thing. It's always one thing that falters. Capture page sucks, not getting enough leads, right? Or the vendor sucks.
Yeah.
Right? There's many different elements. You got to find out what's not working. And you know by testing.
It's true.
Right? Let me talk about that a little bit, with email marketing and email traffic. Because you can actually find out what works the best for you, right? You can find out, like, okay, am I getting a high opt-in rate? What does that mean? Am I getting enough leads from what I'm investing in, right? So if I'm spending $100, I want more than 50 leads at least. Am I getting that? Oh, I'm not? Well, something's wrong with my capture page. Something's wrong with my page. Something's wrong. It's not working the way that it could be working, right? Okay, you got that down. What happens after the capture page? So if someone's going to the sales page, nobody's buying, and you've done already like so many clicks from email traffic, nobody's buying, it could be two things. It could be the offer, or it could be the vendor and the traffic sucks. I keep it real.
It's true. So true. Right. Yeah. Richard Osborne says, yeah, I got to stop reinventing the wheel. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop trying to reinvent it.
Stop it now.
There's no need for it. Especially, how can you reinvent something if you don't have the experience or the skill sets to even make the wheel better? Right? So, let's see here. I think we got one last question, then we're going to wrap up. And thank you guys so much for being patient and bringing your questions and comments. Love it. And we have more people joining us on the live. I see some familiar faces, some names I haven't seen in a long time, and new faces, so that's great.
Good to see you.
And this question is coming from Sarah. Says, Ace, what is the best motivation tip you can share with us struggling affiliate marketers? Best motivation tip. I live by this example, okay? I'm not looking for motivation. Motivation is short-lived, but inspiration lasts a lifetime. You want to make sure that you are inspired. Everyone has this internal pilot light. And in order for that pilot light to be turned on and burning bright, you need to make sure that you're inspired by someone else's journey who overcame some particular hard life challenge. Someone like me. Now, I'm saying someone like me because I was a single mom living in New Jersey. If you don't know my story, I will tell you. I was living in New Jersey with my parents, okay? I had a son, okay? My son and me, and that's it. And living with mom, pop, and my brothers. And I was trying to build a network marketing business on my own. 20 years I struggled even before I even had my son in the past. Total. In diving into MLM programs and different types of schemes that literally took my attention and distracted me from really focusing on what I should have been focused on all along was my skill sets. And I didn't know that. All I thought was I wanted the quick buck. And I wanted to just go out there and just make a quick sale and put 60 bucks in my pocket. I couldn't even make 60 bucks. I couldn't even make $1. Struggled for so long. And then internet marketing just came into my lap and I had to learn that. And it was a learning curve, let me tell you. And what motivated me was the fact that I had to learn from other people's success journeys and stories. That motivated me. So every story that I dove into, listening to, learning from, and learning how the people became the cream of the crop, I actually love what they did and how they started. And that was inspiring. How they overcame those challenges, right? And so I developed my own story. It wasn't on purpose. I lived it. I lived it. From a struggling, Jersey girl living in New Jersey with a kid, okay, mom, 20 years in the network marketing profession, couldn't get nothing.
Dodging bullet holes.
Yeah, living in the ghetto, right? All the way to becoming a six-figure earner and a top female super affiliate marketer in less than a year. In 15 weeks, I made over $42K. That's crazy.
And then eventually hit 7.
Yes. So all of that, it's a great story, great inspiration. And if you don't know how to motivate yourself, don't look for the motivation. You can watch and read a whole bunch of seminars and success quotes and that kind of stuff, but that shit ain't gonna change your life.
No, you have to really look at yourself and be inspired with yourself. And really, I mean, it sounds pretty plain, but you have to learn to love yourself more. And look at your qualities of who you are, right? You have to start having conversation with yourself. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I have conversations with myself all the time, right? I have a conversation when I'm messing up. I have a conversation when I'm doing great, right? And it's because I'm always trying to encourage myself to always be better.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
And there's nothing wrong with that. They say geniuses start to themselves, so write that down.
And I'll tell you, I'll share this with you real quick.
So
go ahead.
When you start focusing on you more, and you start thinking about what you want, a lot of people always say, well, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I want to get started because I want to help my family, or I want to help someone else out. I want to make a difference. I want to do all this stuff. But the reality is they're thinking completely wrong because they're forgetting about themselves. Okay, you're number 1, all right? They can't be a number 2, 3, 4, 5 crowd, anybody that you're trying to inspire, until you inspire yourself first, until you work on yourself first. You cannot, and the reason why I'm really harping on this a little bit, because we get a lot of people say this quite a bit, like, I want to help someone. I want to make a difference. That's great, but you can't make a difference if you don't make a difference with yourself first, because you're number 1. You got to be a little selfish first.
Right.
Okay, in a good way, right? Become better, right? Love yourself more. Inspire yourself more. Stop worrying about what you want to do for other people and other things, and stop saying, you know what? What the hell do I want? What do I want out of my life? Right? What makes me happy? That's the problem. When people think about other things and besides themselves, and because there's an underlying depression internally that they don't love as much as themselves as they could, right? They think about everybody else because it masks the pain. It avoids the actual pain of what they're, of what they're hiding, okay? Because we're really good at hiding pain, aren't we, guys? Really good at hiding that pain because we use everybody else to mask that pain. Start focusing on you more. Start loving yourself more. Start creating more, okay? And think about what your future could be like in the present moment right now.
There's so much to cover on that topic.
I know, I can go on and on about that.
There's so much to cover on that topic. So, but like I said, back to what I was talking about, be inspired. And you know what also will help with motivation and inspiration? I would say stay in the right community. If you're not part of a supportive group or community inside your business, your affiliate marketing program that you chose to be a part of, and they're not really doing much in there, there's no, and I'm not talking about singing Kumbaya and locking arms and that kind of stuff. I'm talking about literally real community effort, people sharing their results, people sharing their strategies, their tactics, what they're doing in their business. They're sharing their journeys and success stories. They're sharing the nightmare. Like, they're literally being transparent. That's the kind of stuff that will keep you going. Because you're seeing someone else do worse off than you, and you're like, man, I really got to get myself together. I know I'm somewhere on the right track here, but I'm also inspired by my team members. They may not be in your direct downline or team, but you're inspired by other team members. We get inspired by our team members all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
I love it.
And you know what? When we bring on new people, that's our main focus, is to help them have their success story. Because we know that story is going to keep motivating them and keeping them inspired to keep going further and further. Am I right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Am I right? Yeah.
Oh, we got one more question. We can't leave. We can't leave this last question.
Okay. One more, and then we really got to wrap up.
We're going to wrap up after this one. Linda, this is a great question. Linda says, best affiliate marketing courses worth the investment.
The best affiliate marketing courses that are worth the investment.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to answer it this way. I believe, and this is 100%, my whole heart's into this. The best type of affiliate marketing courses are the ones that are going to teach you the basic principles I always talk about. Because in this business, we're always building something. We're always engaging with someone. And we're also understanding how to sell.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So if there's courses that are going to help you focus on those things, those are the best of the best courses, right? Lead generation, that's building something, right? So there's courses on lead generation, whatever platform, YouTube, Facebook, right? No matter where it is. The point is, if those courses are teaching you how to do lead generation, that's a great course. Because every business needs leads.
Yeah.
And if you don't have leads, you're dead in the water. You have no business, right? But what do you do with those leads? You gonna let them sit and get cold? No. You gotta keep warming them up. You gotta keep communicating because those leads are gonna get cold very fast, right? And then you gotta learn to sell, right? How do you sell? How do you create things that become irresistible to people, right? That's the key. If those courses, man, I'm telling you right now, if you can connect with courses like that, we did. I'm telling you right now, those courses will be the best for you. Those are the best courses. Don't get stuck with the fluff.
Yeah.
Don't get stuck with all the hype out there that you got to learn this platform or learn that platform. Okay, if I'm going to learn a platform, what's the strategy with the platform? Okay, you got to be on TikTok. Okay, great. What's the strategy?
That's right.
I got to generate leads. I got to engage with these leads. I got to sell to them. So if I'm generating leads with TikTok, what's your strategy?
That's right.
How are you generating leads? I don't want to hear about the theory. I don't want to hear about you need your link in your bio. No shit, Sherlock. But how are you generating the lead? What strategies are you implementing in your video? Okay? What strategies are you implementing that is causing you to generate a lead? Show me that course. Not show me how to generate leads. Show me what you're doing to generate the leads.
Especially if you're investing a lot of money, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You better start showing your
business. Don't fall
business.
for those courses that,
Don't do it, yeah.
It happens with e-commerce too.
It does.
Hey, let me show you e-commerce. This is how you make money with e-commerce. Okay, you're going to show me how to make money with e-commerce. but you're not going to show me what you do to make money with e-commerce. That means I'm not going to make any money with e-commerce. Get it?
It's true. It's so true. I'm telling you.
We've learned the game, man. I'm telling you,
Michelle
we've learned the
says,
game.
hey, Diamond Coaching with Ace and Rich. They give so much value and learn from the two people that have been through the trenches and give it to you for real.
Yep.
Worth every penny. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yep, there's going to be a lot more, too.
Thank you.
A lot more.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely Diamond
All right.
Coaching. Definitely, it was a great.
I had to take that last question because that was so important to answer.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, those
Hold on.
type of courses
Michelle's-
are the best.
She's still right. And they teach you all the info that they have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on in mentorship. Even current mentors to them, like AI generation with the right prompts to make your life easier.
Oh, God, yeah.
Guys, love the
Yes.
AI classes I've been teaching.
AI, baby.
Richard Osborne says, I'm trying to generate leads on Facebook.
If you talk about an app platform or organically.
Him?
Yeah.
Most likely organically. Am I spot on?
Well,
Yeah.
if it's organic, it's the whole build, engage, and sell thing. You got to learn to build. How do you build? Well, you build your audience on Facebook. You find the right people that are connected to you and your same interest.
Yes.
And when you do that, when you have something to say or something to share,
Right.
it resonates with them, they're more likely to engage.
Yeah, and you really got to start putting more of your life and your lifestyle in a different light to your audience. See, they want to see more about you rather than you saying, oh, this particular company is having a special, the deal of the day, that kind of stuff. It bores people, and it's a turnoff, actually.
We could do more of that. What happens to us is because, we have a coaching program, we have a lot of things going on that, I want to definitely put more stuff out there.
Yeah.
You can see Puerto Rico.
More stuff. You guys want to see more stuff from Ace and Rich about Puerto Rico? I mean, let us know. We'll show you around.
Yeah.
we've been so busy with a lot of stuff.
Very
I haven't had a
busy.
chance to
Very
share
busy.
some of those videos, you know. And we started doing them, and then things changed with
It happens.
COVID and everything like that. But here's the thing, guys. We're gonna wrap up because we really, really gotta go. It's getting late. But I want to thank you so much for actually joining us here on Ace and Rich Live. You can join us again next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. We'll be here right on our profile. If you're not friends with us, go ahead and send us a friend request. Please send a message too, just so that you know we love seeing messages attached with a friend request.
Let us know what you enjoyed about the live and everything else like that.
Absolutely, yes.
And guys, if you're struggling, don't fret. Hit us up, meetaceandrich.com. That way we can help you get unstuck in your business like we've done so many other people in the past as well.
And if you're watching us on YouTube subscribers, we love and welcome you as well. We love your comments and the questions that you've been submitting to us. It's okay to send us direct messages because you don't want your name revealed. You can be anonymous. It's all right. We're going to answer those questions for you anyway, and you can always catch the replay. So definitely smash that like button. Click the subscribe button if you're new here, and make sure that you click the notification bell for all posts so that way you don't miss a beat when we go live.
That's right. Thank you for engaging. It means the world to us.
All right. With that being said, my name is Ace Guzman.
And my name is Rich Guzman.
And we'll see you guys on the next Ace and Rich Live.